Now let's handle authentication in our next app. I mean this Firefly.js stack. So for authentication, we are going to use NextAuth.js, this library. It is based on Next.js and it's becoming auth.js. So let's see how it works. First, we have to install this library using npm install nextauth. So let's do that. Let me paste this here. And also we have to start the app. So before starting, let me do a few things here. We have to create one env file here. So do it here outside the source folder .env. Fine, it's done. So we are going to use GitHub authentication for this project. So if you go down, we will see the GitHub client ID and client secret here. So let me add these two things in the env file because then we have to restart the app. Okay, so it's fine if we don't start it. So go to settings in the GitHub account, click developer settings at the bottom, click auth apps, then let me create a new app. This will be known as, or you can give it any name like Firefly.js. Now the homepage of this page, which is localhost 3000. If you are hosting this on some server, you have to give that URL here. Registered application. So it's done. Now this is giving us one client ID. We have to use it here. I think we do it like this. Okay, let me see .env variables. See how we do it. Okay, this is Wikipedia. We don't need to open wiki. How to set environment variables from Twilio. I think this is it. Then the second, okay, we don't need the processor TNB. We only need GitHub ID and GitHub secret equals to the secret of GitHub. So let's see. Okay, export. Okay, this is how we do it. Fine. Maybe we have to export this as well, but let's see. Let's see this Medium article. The TNV, okay, this, okay, not this. Let me add in React. Let's see. Yes, I think this is it. Now what we can do is generate a new secret from the button. This is the new secret, client secret or GitHub secret. So if you want to use it again, you have to copy this in some note, or you have to note it, because if I refresh the page, we will be not able to see this. Then we have the option to upload an image for the application logo. So let me try this image. Okay, it's very big and it's not an image. So let me try this image. Classic. Upload or set new application logo. Then update application. Fine. Now the secret and the ID is here. Save this and now let me start the server. So npm run dev. So it is on the localhost 3000 server here. Refresh it and it's here. Yes. Now what is the next step? We need to check if we are getting these things into the server, into the client side or not. So we have to create a file first. So in this pages we have API. Let me create one folder first. A folder called auth. In this folder, let me create a file called NextAuth.ts. Let me use triple dots to spread it, because that's how it says here. If you come, yes, see, Next.js, but we are using TS, I mean TypeScript. So let me grab the piece of code from here and add it here. Now let me check if we're getting the secret and the ID or not. Just console this. Let's do it out. Okay. Export const. Let me do it here. Now open the console. Give it a refresh. Which is this file NextAuth? Okay, I think. Let me just do this. We will check it later. Let me fix the error. So as string here and here. Save this. Now we have the secret and the ID from the env file. That won't be saved when we save the when we push the application to GitHub. Now close this. Fine. Now the next step is to wrap our whole app into session. So we have this file called _app.tsx. We have to import the session provider from NextAuth. Paste. Okay, yes, it's pasted. Now we have to get a few things from the props. So we have this page props. We have to destructure it. So the session. What is the next thing? Triple dots again, page props. Save this. Okay, it's returning us this component. We have to wrap this component into this session provider. Fine, it's done. Okay, let me check component page props so that we don't get any errors later and get frustrated over it. Fine. So what is the next step? So we are setting the session here. If you go to the home page here, okay, first let me check this. So yes, let me go to the home page, which is this page called index.tsx. In the auth, or let me just save this form fields or the entire page somewhere else. So in the auth, okay, let me have the pages. Let me make a page called, not the page, folder called auth. In this folder, let me make a page called login.tsx. Paste it so that we don't lose the page here. So in this page, we have to have something simple, which is simple component like this. So just copy the code. I will explain what is it. We have the session, sign in and sign out functions from NextAuth. So let me just have a optional chaining operator here. No, not the chaining. What is it? What is the name for this? Optional chaining. Yes, I think that's it. So now if you look here, we will have a button for sign in or a simple button. Yes. Let me add the class of this button here, which is this, like this. So okay, it's on sign out. Let me add this on sign in as well. Now this button is here. Now we also have this main. Let's grab it and add it here. Wait. So main should be here like this. The same way we can have it here also. Wait, something I am doing wrong. Save. This main should be here. Yes, now it's fine. Now we have this button sign in with the text not signed in. Let me make this as an h1. So just copy this h1, paste it here, replace the text with not signed in. Just setting this up. Now we have to get the styles from this route, save, and it will be fine. Not signed in, so let me give a question mark, sorry, one exclamation mark here. Same way, just copy h1, paste it here. Just make this as signed in with, okay, just let me copy this text and add it here. So we will have signed in with the email of this user that we used to sign in. Fine. Give it a refresh. So what will happen is we are getting the session from this use session from the NextAuth. So if we are signed in, this session will be true. But if we are not signed in, it will be false, and we will see the button of sign in here. Simple stuff. But if we are signed in, we will see sign out. So click sign in button here. You will see this page and it will say sign in with GitHub. So click this. You will see this page. And in this logo, let me zoom this. See, we have this logo here that we used to, we used here. See, this logo. The same logo is here. So authorize my username, the app name. And now we will see signed in as nishan-440@gmail.com. Fine. So this is the page. So we can also, you can also have protected routes here if we want to. So for example, if you go down, if we have this, what is this? API route. Okay. This is for backend. So what is else I can do? Configuration provider adapter. Okay. Let me check providers. So we have a lot of providers here. We have used GitHub. Let me try LinkedIn or Google. Where is the Google provider? Yes, here. So if you come down, we have to import the provider of Google in this NextAuth function. Then add the provider as Google provider after GitHub. So again, we have to store Google client ID and secret. But how do I get this? How to get Google client ID? Setup in authentication. Maybe we have to use API console from Google. Maybe it will cost us. So let's skip this. You can do it on your own if you want to. What else do we have here? A lot of things we have, like Instagram, LinkedIn. Let's try LinkedIn, or let's skip it. We have all this. So I just showed you how to do it in GitHub. So you can do it if you research enough. Fine. And so what else? Okay, I think that's it. If you click sign out, you will see the sign in page here that says not signed in. You can configure this as you want, and that's how we added NextAuth into our tech stack of Firefly.js.